A father-son bonding session is essential, but Kelly Ripa had some reservations about Mark Consuelos' chicken wings. On Tuesday, Kelly revealed that she had opened a can of chicken wings at Hooters, a renowned site, and Consuelos took one of his boys there for a playdate. Mark and Kelly routinely disclose information about their everyday lives as presenters of Live with Kelly and Mark. Consuelos' initial reaction was one of denial, saying no. The 53-year-old didn't, but Ripa recalled a time when you took their son to Hooters, and he expressed his pride in the fact that the restaurant, now famous for its world-famous Hooters-style chicken wings, originally opened in his home state of Florida in 1983. Back down, she said that her child was out on a play date with his friends when Mark and the other parents stopped by the restaurant. The audience started laughing, and Ripa went on to say that they came home smelling like cigarette smoke. I asked if they sat in the smoking section, and they said it was like the entire place was. In the smoking section, she remembers Consuelos. Then, to be fair, he explained that we went on a dad and kid playdate. He claimed that it wasn't his usual hangout spot, but he blamed the other child's father, who was driving. He further said, "We're going to take the kids out to eat chicken wings," which I took to mean that he was driving. On a recent Tuesday episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the host let their hair down and shared a genuine "did that really just happen?" moment. The couple, who have been married since 1996, has 3 sons: Michael, 27, Waken, 21, and Lola, 23, who has been in the news with her boyfriend. They didn't specify which son returned smelling like an ashtray. The participants in the event had a memorable experience regardless of who came up with the idea. Kelly Ripa, ever the witty storyteller, casually brought up an innocent memory of her husband Mark Consuelos taking one of their sons to Hooters for lunch. The audience laughed uncontrollably, and the co-host couldn't help but make jokes about whether or not the famous chicken wings lived up to the hype. Mark tried to keep his cool, but his embarrassed denials made the revelation all the more hilarious. There's a wealth of insight into how celebrity couples manage family life under the spotlight beneath the punchlines. The moment was pure Kelly and Mark, unscripted, gently self-deprecating, and completely relevant to anyone who has ever navigated the muddy waters of public parenting. If you want to know why this Hooters confession is so powerful, you should know how Kelly and Mark went from being co-stars on a TV soap opera to being one of the longest-lasting power couples in Hollywood. It's about how dads forge their own paths as caregivers and how no one's ideal plan survives first contact with reality, particularly when there are unplanned playdates and watts of cigarette smoke involved. Mark and Kelly's on-screen chemistry was instantaneous when they met in 1995 on the set of All My Children, where Mark played Mario Santos and Kelly played Haley Vaughn. Their off-screen romance began shortly after, and they were married in May 1996, just 4 months after Kelly moved in with Mark. Their partnership has been built on shared work, ethics, genuine affection, and a healthy dose of humor. Over the past nearly 3 decades, they have weathered the ups and downs of show business, from daytime television ratings wars to late-night talk show debuts, all while raising 3 children. Joan in 2003, Lola in 2001, and Michael in 1997. Their marriage has provided fans with a rare glimpse of a stable and loving household in an industry known for quick turnover. However, just like any family, they've had to be creative to deal with challenges like tight production schedules, juggling school activities, and, as that episode at Hooters shows, creative improvisation. Opting for non-traditional restaurants for lunch. When most people think of Hooters, the first thing that comes to mind are the brightly colored shorts and tank tops of the chain's characteristic girls rushing around tables filled with chicken wings, beer, and casual food. However, there is a bit more complexity to the tale of Hooters. Hooters first opened its doors in 1983 in Daytona Beach, Florida, with the basic goal of serving consistently superb bar-style food in a laid-back, humorous setting. The Hooters Girls concept